Welcome to this episode. I feel foolish, y'all. I ran the show here, and first of all, I started the first broadcast, no audio on, no mic. And then the second one, something got messed up, and the whole time I was just recording my Twitch tab where I had Stream Manager open the whole time. That was all I had going on. I was I was talking to everybody through the match here, and then I did about 20 minutes of just talking. But whatever. We're back here. This is what happened. This is our 10th show. 100 folks in the crowd. It actually brought our popularity up to a 12. So, starting as local to global, we're getting it done. I brought in JJ Dillon to do a job to Rowdy Piper. I brought in Charlie Fulton to do a job to Jimmy Snuka. JJ Dillon is a wrestler this time, occasional. We had a steel cage match between George the Animal Steel and Andre the Giant to determine Andre is still our WWA Heavyweight Championship title holder. So yeah, that was kind of that. Gary Hart did a promo calling out Frank Valois, I believe. That hey, they've been having this feud for a while, the managerial conflict that's been going on, and he's like, hey, you don't have anybody now. You don't have any wrestlers. You don't have Andre the Giant, backing you up. You don't have nobody. So he explains that, later in the show, he is going to have George the Animal Steel deal with Andre in a steel cage match. The booker or whatever, he does a little promo on them for putting it in a steel cage so he couldn't interfere. Andre's manager either couldn't interfere. But yeah, so they did a steel cage match, but he also is doing a promo here on Frank and the butchers in the background just being menacing, eating bloody raw meat off of a knife or whatever. And, whatever the butcher does. And so, yeah, Gary Hart's gonna, I don't know why this is all in the ring, so I don't know why he's got the meat he's just carrying it around. It is what it is. He's gonna be menacing. Anyway, maybe it's on the stage. They just come right out on the stage and tell everybody, hey, we're going to go in the back. We're going to find Frank. We're going to drag him out here, and we're going to beat the ever-loving crap out of him. So the first match, they do that. The first match goes down. Ivan Putski defeats Norval Austin. Then Abdullah drags Frank out right straight to the ring. So instead of, your traditional entrance, it's more of like a mugging or like a kidnapping type entrance, where he's just pulling him towards the ring so that everyone can see Frank get jumped. It's going to be mostly Abby just beating him up. Gary's just going to be yelling, Gary Hart things. The Fuller brothers are back at it with the Mongols. The Fuller brothers and the Mongols have been feuding. They are our main two tag competition teams. But yeah, the Fullers are going to win this one. Ghetto Mongol came in hurt from a different show. So the Fullers, kind of capitalized and they beat the heels clean. But the heel was hurt, one of them, and, it can kind of go like that. Andre defeats George for the championship retention. Battle of the Bills. We had Billy Graham defeat Bill Dundee. We also had Jerry Lawler debut on this show. So Jerry Lawler, not quite the king yet, but we hooked him up with a ladies' man gimmick that he's running with. Oops, that's not Jerry Lawler. And it's got a great. It said very good, but it must have turned into great by the end of the show. But okay, yeah. So we hooked him up with a gimmick idea. But yeah, 20-year-old Jerry Lawler joins the ranks here for us. And yeah, that pretty much catches it up for the 20 minutes of stuff I was just talking, getting everyone set up. But yeah, now we are good to go. This one's actually, Sunday fell on the 1st, so our show is right now. We upgraded our merch, was the other thing. So we are now up to a small-time merch company. So we're working on that. But yeah, let me see. How was the finance? We lost $70 for the month. Okay. Not great. Let me do merch conservative now. Conservative? No. Yeah, you do save a lot on this one. So I'll stay at conservative for now, but yeah. Other than that, let me see. I had some emails. Merchandise upgraded. Gary Hart is left this other company. Bruno Sammartino's injured. Roddy Piper has moved to the Great Lakes. Volkov moved to Quebec. He recovers. What was it? The week after, or no, a couple weeks after the show. Alright, cool. Yeah, there we go. Catch us up. I threw some beats on too. Obviously, you guys can hear that more than likely. Hopefully, if everything's fucking going right now. Whew, we don't know. But it looks like it's going good. But either way, yeah, I can't remember if I said that this time because I've started this 3 times now. But the beats are by POI on Spotify. Check them out. Yeah, they're sweet. Be like my Yuka kitty, huh, pretty girl? Yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Do we want to give anyone the night off? Actually, let's give a couple of heels the night off. Last seen October. Yeah. He doesn't cost me much though, does he? We'll give Abby the night off. That should be good. Like a generic venue for this. Unfortunately, the sound system has gone AWOL. Okay. I don't know how it went anywhere. We don't travel for our shows. We have them at the same generic venue. I mean, I guess you have to bring the stuff home and you got to bring the stuff to the venue. But you'd think that would be doable if it's the same place. I've had that happen to me before where actually in my Roddy Piper game, my main pay-per-view was essentially like the series finale was messed over because our ring got sent to the wrong building. Keep in mind, we only ever run one building. So it's a little bit confusing that it's like, well, how did it go to the wrong building? But, you know, it happens, I guess. Rings get sent to the wrong buildings. Apparently. Character idea. Let me get a character idea. It's a bit of a gamble, damn. And a creative finish. Safe bet for George Steele to win. Okay. We can work with that. George Steele and Roddy Piper got into a huge row over something. Had to be physically separated. Jimmy Snuka's over here arguing with Stu Gibson. You're a fucking face, brother. Team bonding. I guess team bonding? Did a big inspirational speech right before the 10th show. Which, you know, I think it was worth it. Our 10th show was showing everyone earlier. Well, I wasn't showing everyone. I was looking at it myself, and then Stream Manager was playing. But I was referencing that we've been trying to improve every show, right? You always want to strive to be better. So this is how our top 10 goes. We got our first show is the worst. So we're getting better on the second show. We're getting better on the third show. The sixth show was not one of those times. We dropped down. The fourth show, the fifth show, seventh show, eighth show, ninth show, 10th show. So we threw a 54, which is really nice for our size. And yeah, this one's main event was Andre Dory Funk. Dory Funk was not as popular in the Great Lakes as I thought he was, so that was really the biggest thing that made this one fall. But obviously it fell a couple spots, so it's not ideal. But I'll take 90%. That's what I mean, you know, 9 out of 10, 90% is not bad. I can take that as an improvement rate. Although I don't know if we're going to be able to keep it up. That was a cage match, inspirational speech, had my top 2 guys in it. That's not sustainable. But a 54 is a nice, you know, our 10th show, like a nice spot to be, I think. So let's see. How are we going to work this one out? I do want to give George a win. He only has very warm momentum. But he does need to get another win before he could really effectively challenge for the title. At least one more win. Not the Fullers. I guess we could have George steal Billy Graham. It's never happened before. A near certainty for a Robert Fuller. I should have used that one last time. Okay. George Steele and Billy. Let's do a 21-minute storytelling. I don't want it to take quite as long. Although Andre beat Steele and... Yeah, let's do this. Let's actually make it open. Hopefully that can still raise a little bit of Billy Graham stock. Andre versus, I guess, yeah, who would be? Ron Fuller would be the only guy to really be able to challenge as a face. Let's see about heels. Billy Graham's already wrestling tonight. Yeah, that is the trouble, huh? Shouldn't have gave Abby the night off. Well, no, yeah, we need a face anyway. Give somebody a chance out here. Ivan had a win last time. Let's do that. He's beat him once, but that was back in May. Do 20 minutes. Andre wins. Is that gonna be struggle? Okay. Not storytelling. We're just going to do regular for that one. A little bit of a higher pace thing. And I think that means we're in the clear to run this one more time back. The Fuller brothers have won every time but once? Wow. I did not know that was the case. Well, let's not change it now. Robert Fuller. Robert Fuller. Yeah, the Mongols are the heels, and really only one of them's a face, but the Mongols be cheating, you know? Okay, so it would be repetitive. Let's see. Maybe we'll just have these guys go up against some other folks. Heenan and Hart. Frank is not in any matches with anybody. Ghetto. Stu. Let's try Piper. And was Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee a thing? I think they fought each other more. But they're both faces right now, so let's try that. Give the Mongols a win. Even though... Actually... Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Alright, well, we have a face and heel combination in the Fullers. Why don't we do that? And then we'll let Rob win and give him the creative finish here. Boom. Wait, what? Oh. Wow. Nope, wrong. Beppo and Bill Dundee. Let's see how that goes. Alright, there we go. Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee versus these fellers. We'll do an open match. Give them a little bit of time to shine. Alright, and then we need Andre Putski or George Steele, Billy Graham. We could do something with that. Or actually, yeah, George Steele. Doing some intimidation. Art's gonna cut some promo. We got Billy Graham. Boom. Okay. Uh, 63, 30. Okay, yeah, everything's good here. Let me do a tag team match so that the Mongols can get a win. Roddy Piper and Jimmy Snuka. We try that out. Why not? Have we not done that before? We have done that before. And it doesn't do anything for us. Singles. Piper, Norval, Austin, and Snuka. Snuka and Austin. Have I tried that? Alright, well, we'll try it. I don't know if that means they've never been together, but we'll try it. Either way. Stu, Frank, Bobby Gary. So, let's have Jimmy Snuka. We'll bring somebody in. Unless he could potentially He could face Frank. Yeah, that'd be good. Stu Gibson can do a decent job at road agenting as well, so we'll let him. He'll do that. Yeah, it's more Stu's speed, or not Stu, Frank's speed. Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, wow, we're not advancing any storylines. Okay. Let me see. So, could we? We have the Mongols jump the Fullers, or we'd have Andre. Snuka. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have him up against Snuka this week. Why don't we do Gary and Frank again? We could probably fit it on the main card if we wanted to. Okay, and then we'll bring in some locals. He already did the job once. Any more young guys? Stan Nielsen. Sweetheart. Let's see. Yeah, let's bring in JJ Dillon. Local fire. There we go. Hi, baby. Or if he could go. No, he doesn't have stamina. Girls? Y'all can't hear how much she's purring right now, but she's going for it. Hopefully, George Steele doesn't show me up. I mean, he might. That's the risk we're taking. But we're gonna gain popularity either way. Woo! Snuka defeated Dylan. That was a good match. Pretty solid segment. Too short of a match. As long as Frank can go, basically. A little too short in the eyes of our audience. So it wasn't, at least it wasn't so bad that, you know, it got penalties. Or no, oh yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do Fuller. Yeah, I didn't do Fullers versus Mongols. I did Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler. And we did discover that they do have great chemistry when teaming together. So that's going to be another regular tag team that we could bring through. George Steele and Billy Graham was a 61. Wow. George Steele. Yeah, he did show me up. He sure did show me up. There's no way. 52. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I know it's not a 60, but it's a pretty good match. Superb wrestling and great heat. As Andre defeated Ivan Putski. All right. Cool, cool. And you know, they kind of phoned it in for the post show. Piper was off his game. Appeared worse because of equipment problems. That's, hey, what are you gonna do? A 48 is not better than our last show, but it is, at the end of the day, gonna increase our popularity. Yeah, I think George Steele definitely. We can appreciate him. Who else do we want to give it to tonight? Who else do we want to give it up to? Ivan was in the match with us. But Joe Lewis, man. Give it up for Joe Lewis, everybody. He's killing it. Joe Lewis is happy. All I needed to hear. Popularity go up. Marvel Austin is a waste of time, huh? Okay. Well, you keep thinking that. Gimmick idea. It's a shitty gimmick idea. Yeah, we'll just get rid of it. Alright, cool. Let's try to sim through this. Punch through these 30 days real quick. Then we can go on from there. Probably book one more show. Originally, I probably had like an hour and a half, but then 30 minutes in, I'm resetting the video a few times. But yeah. It's all good though. I'm glad to be doing it again. I'm glad to be back to TEWing with you folks. But yeah, that's the main thing. I'm just glad to be playing again. I like this save as Andre. We upgraded our merch, so that's good. Working on this next upgrade. It's gonna take a while. But hopefully, now that we're not paying aggressively to upgrade our merch, we'll have a stable week, and we can or stable month, and we can get some money rolling in. I messed up. I put my water over there at the front of my desk, and I'm quite thirsty, but I've got 2 cats that I would upset if I moved all the way up there right now. I do say I like having the recliner in here. You can rock it a little bit. It rocks the cats right to sleep, man. They love it. Sometimes it rocks me to sleep. I've taken a couple unintentional naps in here. But hey, that just means it's comfy. Probably I don't know if we need to bring anyone in right this moment, but we should probably start thinking about we need to bring in a face. We need to bring in a popular face. Main event level. I need to just turn Andre face, but I wanted to have him have some time with Bobby Heenan. But he's not ready to turn yet anyway. As soon as he is ready though, I think he's already ready to be a figurehead. As soon as I turn him face, he would be doing a positive job. Obviously it takes a year to get into the role. But as soon as I'm able to turn him face, and then, actually though, if I think about it right, I can line it up where I can wait. I probably wait a few months from now in November or December. I'll probably wait a few months, and then we can probably turn him into the figurehead, because it won't have any effect for an entire year. So if I wait a few months and then we give him almost an entire year to be ready to turn, then I could turn him face and instantly have him as my figurehead a month or a week later. I could turn him like a week before he's fixated as the figurehead, and then still get those bonuses. So that's probably how I'm going to try to line it up. We're 11 months in. What do you need? Almost like a year and a half or so before they're ready to turn. Without any penalties. If you're Tony Khan, you turn them like every other week. So, it is what it is. But yeah, that's the plan. We're going to get Andre turned. We're going to make him a face. We got to make him into a face. And he's going to, at that point leave Heenan And I want him to be able to stand on his own. I want him to be able to do a promo in English and just kill it. Like, I want him to be... He doesn't have to be a great promo, right? Like, if you're not that talented, you might never have a great promo. But he could definitely hit like decently high level, passable promo skills. We might even get him up higher. It's tough working in one company though, especially a small little company like we got. You might work once a month. All the rest of the wrestlers, they're doing independent shows, and working in all these other shows they're running all the time. They got a lot more chances to gain experience. So yes, it's good in one sense because you're able to, as yourself, you're able to like book yourself in a way that gets you over. But it also sucks because you can't really improve your skills if you start young as your user character in a small or insignificant size company. It's tougher, I should say. You can do it. It can be done. It can be done. But it's tougher. Wow. Yeah, so money-wise, we're second to last. And they're not going to be around long. So we're going to be last. But hey, we are where we're at. So let's keep it moving. Get to this show. Get this show on the road. I'm vibing with this one. POI on Spotify. Check those beats out, man. That shit's pretty rocking. I like the the stutter in the drums. Like yeah, that's nice. I was hyping one of them up real big. There's like a certain version that has the sample drop, like the "you must have amnesia, they forgot that I'm him," and like threw that in there, like the "Forgot About Dre," you know what I mean? Like the boom. One of them, there's a couple that have the same one, different tempos, but one of them is like perfect. Like I really enjoy it. I enjoy it so much that I thought it was part of Wrestling Empire's like soundtrack. Like I thought that shit was part of the soundtrack. I've been waiting for it to come on. I'd be like sitting here like, man, what happened to that one song? I didn't remember that it was the songs I was playing off my POI beats list. So let's see here. Do we want to leave anyone home? I think we're good. I think we take everybody. Yeah. I want to do the roll away. We're going to go to a generic venue. Fuller. Okay, we got 110. Do a finish. Oof. Big gamble. I don't even know if I'm going to use that. And likely to succeed. That one I will definitely use. Joe Louis has taken Norval Austin under his wing as a protege. That's beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it. Matter of fact, right now Joe Louis is only a referee in our company, but I do intend on changing that one day. I do intend on making him a manager if he's willing to get active as a manager. Oh, he is a manager. So whenever he does have a moment in the storyline to become a manager, I'm planning on doing that. It might even be when I turn Andre face, Joe Louis becomes his manager somehow. I'll have to hire a full-time referee by then. But either way, Joe Louis could very well be Andre's manager, but he also could very well be Austin's manager, Norval Austin's manager now. So that's cool. That's really cool. I'm glad Joe Louis is helping out young Norval Austin here. Ghetto's been passing tips on to his protege, Nikolai Volkov. And we got Jimmy Snuka getting in fight with a blazing argument with Ron Fuller outside the arena. Wow, that's really... Oh, it's every other month? Maybe it's every 2 months. I thought it was a certain number of shows in between them, but maybe it's every couple of months you could do one. Hey. Hello. Welcome in. Team bonding. Yeah, let's do team bonding. Ghetto and Ron Fuller, me and Frank, me and Robert Fuller. Alright, so if we book this one up, then we'd be able to advance to the next year. And we can see this year in wrestling all of the folks that made it happen. Oof. Bless you, buddy. Bless you. Alright, so now that we've broken our streak of having improvement every time, I think we'll do something a little bit... Hopefully it works out. We're going to do a storyline match. Alright, so it's, you know, there's some investment. The victor is going to be Andre the Giant. But it's going to be a cheap win. DQ finish. Interference. Andre's getting interfered by Gary. And they catch him. They catch Gary Hart interfering in the match. And he gets disqualified. Big gamble. I don't really want to do a big gamble. Fuck it. We're going to do a big gamble just because we're crazy. Just because we're fucking out of our minds, dude. Hopefully they don't get pissed off about the DQ. Actually, my audience might hate DQs. I think my product says that we can't really fuck around with DQs. Let me try this out. Let's do this for now. Oh, wait. Titles. Okay. Unhappy. Okay, Abby's kept strong. Struggle. Fuck it. We already got so much else working against us in this one. We might as well. No, we can't do that. We'll script it out. We'll script out the finish. That would be a weird one to do. I mean, more than just the finish. We'll script the whole thing out. Fuck it. Okay, so that works. Let me see. Doesn't have any announcers. Let me just make sure my product's gonna be okay with this. Matches will be rated on this kind of scale. Match quality is way more important than popularity ratio. Fans match is quite lengthy. Severely punished. Hardcore matches. Only basic match setups like cage or pole are acceptable. Others will be penalized. Storylines. Angles. Angle rolls. Significant impact on merchandise sales. Oh boy. Company will be attractive to sponsors. Okay. But yeah, it doesn't say anything about like dusty or dirty finishes. So keep our referees credible. And we have a DQ. Abdullah, and Gary Hart are up to their fucking usual tricks. Because of course they are. And we will, buddy boy, get him DQ'd. I think George Steele gonna fight somebody earlier on. Snooker's doing good. Piper. Austin. I think Steele should just go up against Frank. And George Steele dominates. Yeah, if it takes Hart fucking 8 minutes to beat him, Steele beats him in 6. You know what I mean? So we're gonna basically we're taking off some of Frank's popularity till he retires. Out of the ring anyway. Okay. And then we could do teams. And we do Dundee and Lawler. Actually, I want it to be Lawler and Dundee. I don't know why that sounds better to me. Probably that's the way I've heard it because, let's be honest, I haven't watched a Bill Dundee documentary, but I have watched Jerry Lawler documentaries. Three-time already, dude. They're the 3-time provincial champions of Quebec. And in this, so I'm not sure that it'll be the same as it is in my Roddy Piper game. It probably won't be, based on the nature of this game. But, like, just the nature of TEW in general, the randomness. But when they had these belts in my Roddy Piper game, they held them for over 1,000 days. I think it was like 1,074 days or something like that. Not the company I was running, just someone else's company. One of the CPU companies. So let's do Mongols versus Dundee and Lawler. These guys are stars. And then we'll give Beppo a win. Lawler and Dundee are the new kids on the block. They're going to have to take some L's for a little bit. But we'll move them up the card a little bit. Hey, buddy boy.
They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him.
Yes. Yeah, let's do another. Get the Fullers on TV. Or, well, we don't have TV. But let's get the Fullers on the main card. Billy Graham. Let's see. Who do we want to try? Jimmy Snuka and Billy Graham. See if that does anything for us. Snuka and Graham don't have chemistry. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Jimmy Snuka and Ivan Butsky. Here, let me see. Roddy. He doesn't have chemistry with Roddy. Or Jimmy Snuka. Damn. Norville Austin and Snuka. Have I tried that before? Probably. Let's do it again. Let's do it again anyway. Ron will win this one. There we go. All right. Looking up the angle here. Let's see. That should be close. We should be able to run the show here shortly. Billy Graham. Let's do Billy Graham, Piper. We'll give Piper an open match. I made myself win a lot more when I was Piper in the other game, but as Piper in this game, I mean, he's like a 19-year-old kid. Let's be real, he's probably not taking anybody out. Not even 19, he's 16 years old. We'll do Billy Graham on the post show. And we got Putski. Nobody to run over. Do Putski and Stu? Yeah, why not? Stu's my quintessential opener and referee the rest of the show. Oh, wait. Wait, yeah, Joe Louis. Joe Louis. He's also my road agent when Frank is in a match, so Stu puts on a lot of hats around here. Likely to struggle. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll struggle a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Okay. What did we get here? So 65 for Hart and them. Frank got a 42 with George. Ron Fuller and Robert have great chemistry. That's good. That's good. 37. Okay. Mongols Dundee is a 44. Wow. Jerry Lawler at a 33. Dundee had a 44. They're getting up there pretty quick. Getting better at his gimmick as well. Nice, nice. Abdullah, the Butcher, and Gary Hart have pretty good chemistry. Baby girls. Okay. Pretty solid main event. Why is it lower? I feel like a 57. When you're mostly rated on your wrestling, should be a little bit higher. I guess it is 8. You know, 50. A 50 would have been nice. All right, increased popularity. No surprise there. Good stuff, everybody. Joe Louis, George Steele as well. We're gonna keep it on them for a second. Give them the praise. 577. All right. George Steele and I have mutual respect. I respect you, Steel. Nice. All right, well, I am going to go ahead and, as promised, run it to the end of the current year. But I'm going to get up real quick and go to the bathroom, but I'll be right back. And yeah, sweet. One moment.
Hey, I was just calling to say that it had nothing to do with you. You didn't change. It was me. I changed. There was nothing you could have done to make me stay. There was nobody else. I left for myself. It's just that, how do I say this? One day, things didn't feel the same. I felt myself drifting away, and my feelings began to wane with each passing day, like a leak that keeps dripping over time. My love for you slowly leaked out of me. I tried to make it work for weeks. I stayed longer than I should have, and before I knew it, there wasn't a single drop left in me that still wanted you and me. I was running on empty. No matter how much I could see you trying to refill the love in me, I'm sorry. It wasn't you. It was all me. I still care for you. I want the very best for you, but I could no longer be there for you. I just wanted to clear the air for you. I understand if you hate me. I never imagined that I'd say this to you. You have to know, though, that I didn't plan for this. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to fall out of love with you, because I truly did love you. I still do. But not in the same way. Not in the way that would make it fair for me to say, I'm sorry things couldn't stay the same. Maybe we can be friends again someday. One day. But anyway, I was just calling to say that I hope you're okay.
Hi, kitty. Oh. Y'all been enjoying the beats while I've been gone? Little backing track. Kitty cat. Pretty girl. My pretty girls. Uh-oh, it's almost Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. 25th, Friday the 25th. Good old 1970. Whoa, careful. Careful, girly. Cuddle bug. With my cuddle bugs. Love kitty. It's that love cat. Mm-hmm. So staticky, kitty. You don't want to lay down? Pretty girls. My pretty girls. Oh, I just love her so much. I just love her so much. Yeah. That cat. All right. End of year awards are processing. Will Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee be the tag team of the year? Probably not. But maybe some year they will be. Fuzzy fuzzy girl. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a cat. Yeah. Oops. Ah, run from me, girl, run. Alright. What do we got? We got Mil Mascaris. Male Wrestler of the Year. Female Wrestler of the Year. Sweet Georgia. Female Wrestler of the Year 1970. Company of the Year is going to be Big Time Wrestling. Oh no. That's another Detroit. Or, no, they're Mid-South. Okay. So they were. There's a BTW Detroit. That's what I'm thinking of. Male Tag Team of the Year is Johnny Valentine and the Spoiler. The Spoiler is, well, isn't he something else? Huh. Okay. Canadian wrestler. I swear in another one, maybe he goes by his real name. But I don't know. I can't remember what it is right now. What I'm saying is I think I have him going as his real name in my Piper game. Female Tag Team of the Year, not to discount. Don't want to go blowing past them there. We have the Uprising, Lita Merez and Evelyn Stevens. Some fine performances. Evelyn Stevens, yep. Real individual. These just almost seemed like Lita Merez. I don't know about that one. Sounds real. Sounds real enough, I guess. Match of the Year 1970 belongs to the Spoiler defeating Mil Mascaris. Saturday Night Wrestling in December. A recent show, too. Show of the Year is also going to be Big Time Wrestling. This one, Big Time Wrestling San Francisco. Is that a different... Yeah, it's a different branch, it looks like. And they have got the Show of the Year award for end of the month show. Leo Burke, the Young Wrestler of the Year. Someone I might consider bringing in as Tommy Martin. New Brunswick, Canada. Yeah. It wouldn't be bad to have him. Female Wrestler of the Year. Jumbo Miyamoto. Male Veteran Wrestler of the Year. Vern Gagne. Vern Gagne is the Veteran Wrestler of the Year for this year. And he's employed by the AWA. Wow. This sure is back in the day. Okay. We got a female Veteran Wrestler of the Year. Who is the owner of the AWA? He's also the owner. He's also the owner of the AWA. He still is the owner. I was like, who the fuck owned it before him? And why'd they own it in 1970? That doesn't seem right. What was I looking at? Okay. Male independent wrestler of the year is Mil Mascaris. The most improved company is Tri-State Wrestling. Not us, unfortunately. Female wrestler of the year, veteran, is the Fabulous Moolah, which, you know, fair enough. But, not a big fan of hers. Anyway, male independent wrestler of the year is Mil Mascaris. Female independent wrestler of the year is Sweet Georgia Brown. Are you regular? Oh yeah, yeah, they both are. Everybody's independent. Nobody's not independent. Yeah. Male wrestler of the year. Male manager of the year. Totally missed that one. I was like, wait, what? The male manager of this year. Sounds like a position at the postal service, but it's not. The male manager is actually someone who's being honored for being a male and a manager in wrestling, a wrestling manager. But yes, specifically this person that we're honoring is going to be Bobby Davis. Yeah. And female manager of the year is going to be the Fabulous Moolah as well. We got Gordon Soley for the color commentator, male play-by-play commentator, male play-by-play commentator. Color commentator would, of course, be Lord James Beers, you know, naturally. Then you got male referee of the year, and it is Johnny Duggan, or Dugan, perhaps. But yeah. Okay, Hollywood Wrestling. Killing it, man. He's road agenting and refereeing. So he might be worth $200, but pickings is slim. Let's check our end of the year awards, because now there's company year end awards as well. But we made we made a fucking, that's the most we've made since the start of the whole shit, huh? Oh no. No, we made that in November, and we made that in December. Okay. Good shit. There's just that one month that we missed out a little bit. 70 happens to be the exact amount I spent on my two, or no, I think I only spent $60 on my two job guys, my locals that I hired. Yeah, so is it really, was the merchandise cost the only difference? Is that what happened? Yeah, $1,200. Girl, kitty cat, pretty girls, my pretty lover girl, my pretty lover cat. Okay. So let's check our year-end awards. Andre the Giant is the male wrestler of the year. The tag team of the year is Ghetto and Nikolai Volkov. So the Mongols are the tag team of the year. Young wrestler is Robert Fuller. Okay. Good for you, Robert. Match of the year was George Steele versus Billy Graham. Of course it fucking was. Fuck you guys. And the card of the year was WWA Throwdown, number 10, baby. 54 rating. That 10th show is a special one, you know? Gary Hart wins Manager of the Year. Wow. Good shit, Gary. Stu wins Referee of the Year. And that is the final category offered. So with that, we're gonna end it there. I'll sim up these 2 days to our show. But yeah, that was the what is this now? The 6th episode of our TEW series. 1971. We made it to 71, baby. So we're really in the 70s now. I tell you what, we're not on the precipice anymore. We're in the 70s. booking TEW as Andre the Giant. But yeah, if you want to see more, definitely like and subscribe, do all that good stuff, hit the follow. We're planning to do something pretty cool in the second week of April or so. So definitely stick around and wait for that, get excited. But you want to be informed, you got to be following, you got to be bell for notificationing, all that good stuff. I hate bugging, kind of like for that. It sounds so corny, but at the end of the video, you know what? You made it this long, you definitely want to see more. So, hit that for me, and we'll see you in the next